the investor. Main is the investor. Why is the investor important? Why are we hearing investor so many times? Because investor is the person who is investing the money into the business. With that money, the business will be able to, purchase the assets, purchase the goods. Then only it will do the operations very much smoothly. If there is no investors, no money, no assets, no goods, nothing. Is that clear? So that's why investor is the person, is the god of the business. Hello students, I hope all the previous concepts have been very much clear to you. Now in today's class, in today's video, we will be studying about the consistency concept. Now consistency is a very much important word you must have heard a lot of times in your life during the schools. That is, consistency simply means to do work on a regular basis. Now what happens if you want to excel in any of the subject? Say, suppose example, if you want to excel in accountancy, you always have to do the practice. Now what type of practice do you need to do? That you need to practice all the sums, because accountancy is a new subject for you all. Since it is a new subject, so you need to do it, you need to practice it, you need to revise it every day. Every day you have to do the numericals. Then only you will be able to solve each and every problem. Then only you will be able to do each and everything on a daily basis. Once the gap is created, once you lose the consistency, once you lose the regularity, then nothing is possible. Is that clear? It will be difficult for you all to revise and to remember each and everything. So that's why consistency is simply means the regularity. There should be a regularity in each and everything which you do. For example, if there is a shop, suppose there is a shop which opens up in the morning, say suppose 8 a.m. and it closes its shop, its occupation, its whatever, its operations at 10 p.m. in the night. When we know that this shop exactly opens up at 8 a.m. and it closes at 10 p.m. So we, in our minds, it is set that whenever we need some of the goods, we will simply go to the shop at in between the 8 a.m. and 10 p.m. and we will get the items. Now imagine another shop which is irregular. Which is irregular simply means sometimes it opens up at 10 a.m. Sometimes it opens up at 9 a.m. Sometimes it closes it in between, that is 2 p.m. in afternoon. And it again opens at 5 p.m. and sometimes it opens up at 4 p.m. So there is no regularity. There is inconsistency in the operations of that shop, in the operation, in the activities of that shop. Obviously, you will not rely on that shop. Whenever you will need the goods, you will be there will be a confusion whether the shop is opened or not, whether the shop is operational or not. Obviously, so everything, every business, everything needs to be consistent, needs to be regular in its approach and all the procedures and the activities in order to maintain the status, in order to earn the best out of the profits. So this is what is the main concept of consistency, which simply says that the accounting information draws the conclusion regarding the comparison among the other enterprises. Now, it is simply saying that a company's accounting information are drawn, are prepared in such a manner so that each and every person can compare the results of this company with the another company, since these both are consistent in following the accounting procedures and the policies. If the company is not able to perform the activities or the policies on a consistent basis, then it cannot be compared. The information is of no use, because suppose there is an investor who has 10 lakhs. He has two options, either to invest in company A or to invest in company B. So he will always check for the profitability. Suppose the company A is earning a profit of 5 lakhs, company B is earning a profit of 4 lakhs. But the accounting procedures are totally different. Then how can we compare that if this company is good or this company is good? So each and every company should be consistent in its accounting procedures and policies so that a good comparison can be made out of the accounting information provided by both of these companies. Is that clear? So the companies should be so much consistent in using the principles, in using the operations, in carrying out the activities, so that each and everything should be very much clear to the ultimate users. So now the accounting information draws conclusions It is drawing the conclusions. What type of conclusions? Whether the company is earning profits or losses, regarding the comparisons among the enterprises and same enterprises, different periods. Now, let's check it out with the example. Suppose the comparisons can be of two types. There can be company A, there can be a company A, and there can be a company B. Is that clear? First one is earning a profit of 5 lakhs. The other one is earning a profit of 4 lakhs. And now both of them are following the same principles, same policies, and same accounting policies, principles as given by the accountant, that is the ICAI. Okay. Now, so it is easy for the investors, for the users to check whether to invest in the company A or B. Obviously, he will go for company A because it has more profits. So with the consistency thing, we can simply compare the two companies, or else suppose we can also do the internal comparison. Internal comparison means, suppose there's a company A. In 2023, the profit earned by the company was different as compared to the 2024 scenario. In 2023, company earned a profit of, say, rupees how much? 5 lakhs. The company has earned a profit of 5 lakhs. Now in 2024, the company has earned a profit of 7 lakhs. So with the consistency concept, we can always see the intercompany comparisons, that is company to company, that is the first one, and inter-period comparisons, that is in which period the company performed better wise. Okay, that has been written, that the comparisons among the different enterprises and the same enterprise in different periods, that is company A with different periods. Next, interfirm and interperiod. This was the thing. Accounting policies and practices should be uniform and consistent. All the things, all the policies, or all the practices which a company is following, which a company is doing, must be very much uniform and consistent. It should not be like the company is using one type of practice in the previous year and the other type of practice in the next year. This should not be the scenario. It should always be the same. Everything should be consistent. Next is, now the investor is interested to know the financial performance of the company. Obviously, this we have understood. With this, we have studied many times that the investor, main is the investor. Why is the investor important? Why are we hearing investor so many times? Because investor is the person who is investing the money into the business. With that money, the business will be able to purchase the assets, purchase the goods. Then only it will do the operations very much smoothly. If there is no investors, no money, no assets, no goods, nothing. Is that clear? So that's why investor is the person, is the god of the business, who is investing the money into the business so that the operations can be run on a smooth basis. So the investor interested in the financial performance of the business, it can be interperiod net profits. He wants to know the amount of net profits a company has earned in that financial year, and he can compare it with the previous financial years and with the different companies as well. Next, now the question arises, what type of consistency? What are the accounting principles? What are the practices which a company has to follow on a regular and consistent basis? The first example is the depreciation method. It should not be different. Now, what is the meaning of depreciation? Suppose there is a machine for, say, rupees 10 lakhs. The price of that machinery is rupees 10 lakhs. Okay. There are two companies. One, that is, there is a company A, there is a company B. Both have purchased same type of machineries. This company has also purchased a machinery of rupees 10 lakhs. This company has also purchased a machinery, same machinery worth of rupees 10 lakhs. Okay, both have recorded the same actual amount they have spent on purchasing the machinery. Now, the company A, what does the company A do? Company A simply writes off the depreciation. Obviously, as I told you, every company will not use the machinery in a single year. Obviously, it will use the machinery's worth in the different years. Suppose the company may run for 5 years, the machinery may run for 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years. Obviously, we have to take out the amount of expense which needs to be taken, which needs to be considered as an expense for that particular period, so that we will be able to calculate the profits. Now, suppose the company's value can be reduced by 10%. Suppose we are reducing the company's value, that is, we are of the view that each and every year 10% of the machinery will be used up in production of the goods. Okay, 10% each year. Now what can happen? So machinery, the company A, so 10% of 10 lakhs is 1 lakh. So what will be the remaining amount which will be used in the for future years? That will be 9 lakhs. Obviously, this 1 lakh was used up in, suppose, say 2022. Next, again the company worked for 1 year, again 1 lakh, that is 10 lakhs, 10% of 10 lakhs, 1 lakh, 2023 will be treated as an expense. So the amount which will be remaining in the machinery will be 8 lakhs, and so on. Again 1 lakh, it will be treated as an expense. So the amount left will be how much? 7 lakhs. This is a simple practice. Am I correct? Okay, simply it is understood. Okay, next. Now, what is company B doing is, it did 1 lakh in the first year. Amount remaining was how much? 9 lakhs. In the second year, what did they do is, they said, no, this year we will charge 2 lakhs. So the remaining amount will be how much? 7 lakhs. In the next year, they said they will charge only 50,000. So this is the type of inconsistency which company B is following, which the company B is maintaining. So this should not be the scenario. It should not change with the period of time. It should remain constant. If you are following 10% each year, so it should be 1 lakh each year. It should not be like 1 lakh in this year, 2 lakhs in next year, 50,000 in next year. It should not be this type of procedure, because now just imagine, company B's expense for second year will be how much? 2 lakhs. Obviously, with the 2 lakhs expense, the profit will go down. But for this company, the profit will be consistent. So which company will you rely on? Obviously, on first company. So this is the type of procedures, the policy a company should follow. That it should maintain the same type of depreciation rate in each and every year. So this was the example for depreciation. Next is the valuation of stock method. If it is inconsistent, then also profit cannot be comparable. Now, what type of stock method? Now let me explain to you with an example. Obviously, suppose a company has purchased goods worth of rupees 2 lakhs. A company purchased goods of rupees 2 lakhs. Suppose there are two companies. Okay, there's a company A, there's a company B. Both have purchased goods of rupees 2 lakhs. Now what happens is, out of this 2 lakhs, 1,50,000 worth of goods have been sold and 50,000 worth of goods have been remaining. This also has sold goods worth of 1,50,000 and only goods of 50,000 is remaining. Okay. Now, since 50,000 worth of goods is remaining with us, the actual amount, this is the actual amount which we have paid. But looking at the market scenario, looking at the market conditions, the present value, the value of that stock has decreased to 40,000. So what happened? Company B, complying to the conservatism approach, they said they will not record it for 50,000. They said they will record it for 40,000 only. Okay. Now this company is recording the stock at 50,000. This company is recording the stock at 40,000. So this is again a mismatch. Again, the comparison cannot be taken into consideration. The comparison cannot be done because these both companies are following different approaches for the valuation of the stock. It should be consistent. Each and every company should follow the similar process, either to maintain it at cost or at the market value. Is that clear? Further in this, we will be studying in the next classes. So what are the methods and which one is the perfect method? Okay. Next is the profits cannot be compared. Obviously, it eliminates the personal bias. Obviously, if there is a consistency in the business, it eliminates the personal bias. If there is a personal bias simply means, suppose the goods are available in the market for rupees 100 and there is a person who is very much known to you. If you are buying it from that person, you will spend how much? 120, 130, because in order to make his company profit, you will also gain out of it. So the personal bias is removed, is eliminated if we are following the consistency approach. So to be consistent, the same accounting methods and policies are to be followed. Same type. Each and every company should mandatorily follow, compulsorily follow the same accounting methods each and every year, which the other company is also following. Okay. Next. Consistency does not prohibit change in accounting policies. Yes, this is a very much important point. Now, the thing is, they are not prohibiting. They are not saying, no, you just can't use this type of accounting policy. They're not just saying like that. They are simply saying, just use the same consistency every year. If at all there's an emergency, if at all you think that this type of depreciation is not suitable for your company, as you are, producing goods on a very different manner. For example, this company was the first company was charging the depreciation 1 lakh each and every year. Obviously, we just saw that. And the second company charged depreciation of 1 lakh in the first year. Second year, it charged 2 lakhs. Third year, it charged 50,000. Okay. They told us they had the very good reason for that. They simply said, in the first year, the goods which were produced, which were of worth 1 lakh, the machinery which was consumed worth was of 1 lakh. The second year, the production was doubled as compared to the first year. That's why they told that in the second year, we have charged a depreciation of 2 lakhs. The third year, the production became very much less and we charged it only 50,000. So this is the relevant information. This can be done because this is being said that the consistency does not prohibit the change in accounting policies. You can implement the change, but when it is relevant, when it is useful, or when it is needed. That is, necessary changes with full disclosure. You have to disclose each and every meaning, each and every explanation that this is the reason we have changed the accounting policies, this is the reason we have changed the accounting practices. So, and also the probable effects on the financial results. And with this, we know that the expenses will be more, with the expenses will be less, the profits will be more, or profits will be less. These full things needs to be disclosed to the ultimate users in the accounting information. If at all there is inconsistency, if at all the business wants to change the accounting policies and practices, these all things should be disclosed in that accounting information as well. Is that clear? So full disclosure. So the consistency concept simply says to be consistent, but if you want, you can change with the full disclosures of the effects, the after effects, and the results, the resultant results about the company. I hope this is very much clear to you, this concept. Thank you so much.